3, 2, 1. I forgot what I was gonna say. I had it and I lost it. Fuck. Hey everyone, welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm your host, David DeCoteau.
And I'm Eric Freeman, star of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, and the David DeCoteau classic Murder Weapon.
Yes. And we're Nefarious Reels. We talk about bad movies, and we did 3 of them. We did a trilogy. All of them David DeCoteau, which, thinking on it's the first time we did a David DeCoteau trilogy, which is a little weird to think about that actually we waited that long to do it. Well, let's be that I waited that long to do it.
Reward first episode after 100. So.
Yeah, we made 100 episodes, so you know what? We deserve it. I deserve it.
It's your treat. It was your your Razzies pick, and also it's your, I guess you could say happy belated birthday gift for the week. So
it's not my Razzie pick. What are you talking about? This is my trilogy pick.
That was this wasn't your Razzie cashing in one?
No, my Razzie cashing in one is I get to pick both recommendations. This is a trilogy.
This is oh my god.
Why did you watch 3 movies? Did you just think, oh, that's weird?
I did slightly think that.
100 episodes have diluted your brain to nothing.
My brain is mush now from all of the brain rot.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to deal with it for another 100 episodes. Because you're here forever. You're in for the long haul.
Yeah.
But yes, enough stalling for time. We did 3 David DeCoteau films. The connecting tissue to make this a neat trilogy other than just David DeCoteau is these are the 3 films that were released on Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. So there was, in a sense, a theme. This is the David DeCoteau Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray trilogy.
All starring Linnea Quigley.
Also, Linnea Quigley's in all of them. And, yes, we do need more Linnea Quigley in our lives, I feel like. And we got it here.
It's a start.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll just go at this in chronological order via release, which would be Nightmare Sisters, then Murder Weapon, then Deadly Embrace. And I'll start us off with Nightmare Sisters. Nightmare Sisters is about these 3 sorority sisters, Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens, and Michelle Bauer, who have character names, but who cares, because they're Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens, and Michelle Bauer. And basically, Brink Stevens ends up getting a mystical, magical orb crystal, I guess. And they invite 3 fraternity dudes over that are just kind of the loser freshman nerds. And while there, they inadvertently release a succubus into the house that possesses their 3 girls, makes them hot, but also evil, which is bad. And they have to figure out a way to stop them, I guess. Cole, what do you think of Nightmare Sisters?
First thing I will say is, this is what I have come to know when it comes to David DeCoteau's 80s schlock, which is a lot of just moments of nudity and dancing around and just music. And then you get and then it gets interesting in the last 5 to 10 minutes, which this also had, but also you had some interesting, but it's at least moved along nicely for an almost 90-minute film. And
83
it's fun
minutes
to see all of this. 83. Thank you. But it is also nice to see the Scream Queens in action, especially seeing them being dressed as nerds.
Yeah, nerdy, disgusting, Linnea Quigley and those buck teeth.
The buck teeth, the mushy hair.
The glasses. That's how you know that she was a nerd, because she was wearing glasses.
Yes, glasses always equates to nerds.
Especially in the 80s.
Especially in the 80s. You are right.
What was it like watching this in a crisp 1080 2K scan quality?
Pretty good, actually. It's a good upscale rendition of this movie.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, because I sent it to you. We gotta give the audience the lore, the Nightmare Sisters lore. Pretty much, I own a copy without the Vinegar Syndrome slipcover but since I'm such a slut for David DeCoteau films, I went out of my way and I got my hands on a copy that had the slipcover, which was expensive because it was a brand new copy, sealed. Like, I had to remove the seal today when I went to watch it, and I was like, and I think at some point, because I was moving and I had a bunch of movies like that I had copies of that I didn't want anymore, I messaged you and said, "Hey, do you want me to send some of these movies over?" And I sent you like a list, and you're like, "Sure, like this, and this." And you didn't pick Nightmare Sisters, and I went, "Fuck it, I'm sending him Nightmare Sisters anyway. He's getting it no matter what."
Just on a whim.
Yeah, I was like, "No, he's getting Nightmare Sisters." I also sent you
He's getting Nightmare Sisters. He's gonna take it and like it.
He's gonna take it because one day he's gonna watch it. It's gonna happen, and it did. And then I also sent you, even though you didn't request it, the Toxic Avenger 4-pack on Blu-ray as well, because I got the 4K.
Which I did watch the first Toxic Avenger, and it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You should watch the second one. I think that one's even better.
Yeah, I'll probably get to those. I'll get to all the other sequels, and I think there's a documentary in there too.
There's a documentary, and there was the remake that happened, starring Peter Dinklage of Tiptoe's fame.
Yep. Yeah, Peter Dinklage of Tiptoe's fame.
Yeah, he's nothing else. That's the only thing he's known for.
Yeah, there was nothing else of note that he did in his career, and he's obviously only known for Tiptoes,
where he was a racist French guy.
Oui.
Oh, oui, bon Dieu. But Nightmare Sisters really it hits the roots of David DeCoteau. It's a foreshadow what would be David DeCoteau's later career of a bunch of people half naked, running around a house.
Yep, and a scene with bathing.
Yeah, there's a bathing scene.
This one, it's bubble baths. Not usually it's showering, but this one was a bath.
They're all crammed into one tub, going Yeah, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We just had the opening, a nice little opening scene of this of like not a fucking voodoo. What the fuck? A psychic.
It's like it's like a fortune teller. I don't know exactly I can't remember what they're exactly called, but it's like like one of those fortune teller people.
Yes, a psychic, a psychic medium.
I don't know if that's the exact case, because usually those are like a psychic or like a medium particularly. I think they just like communicate with the dead through. I don't think it's exactly the crystal ball, but maybe there's maybe that doesn't matter, and mediums can sometimes use the crystal ball, sometimes not. Who knows?
I don't know. But basically, he's got the crystal ball, and he's like, "Listen here, I need you to give me money. Sir, your computer has the person the soul you're looking for has a computer virus. You need to send me $200." He did have a fake Indian accent. This isn't racist, by the way, because that's just how he sounded in the movie.
No, this was a white guy doing an Indian accent, and he's just, and Jedi is just recreating it. So.
I am recreating it, I'm covering how the movie did it.
Yeah, and all he wanted was her credit card information with the 3 digits on the back, with the expiration date, the 3-digit code, and then obviously the numbers.
He was like, get me the money, wrap it in tinfoil, put it in a book, and give it to me to avoid the fucking government, the spirit government,
exactly
hacking in. And basically, she's just like, my husband, Bill Clinton, because this was Hillary Clinton doing it. My husband, Bill Clinton, ran off to do some presidential things, and apparently the person at the hotel's like, we saw him with a woman, and Bill Clinton would never do that.
Yeah, no, he was a very upstanding guy.
Yeah, this film was very ahead of the time, considering this was in the 80s, and Bill Clinton wasn't even president until the 90s.
1988. Like, this was still before Bill Clinton was even considering running for president.
This film predicted a lot of things, like, Clinton being president, and Indian scammers, and woman bathing in the bath. That never happened before.
I thought you were just going to stop and just say, woman. That's it.
Yeah, woman didn't exist until the next year, so this really worked out. But yeah, in an attempt to scam...
David.
Yeah. Way to go, David. Inventing woman. It predicted, Christianity with the cross. That's
Oh, yep.
everything. But yeah, his attempt to scan the woman backfire, and he ends up getting his head ripped off by the demon. He's like, "Oh damn, I'm fucking dead." Shit. Then boom, title card. Sucky, sucky, succubus. Sucky, sucky, succubus. It went something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And it made me wonder, will be a succubus involved? Surely not. Surely so, I mean.
We don't know. We won't know. It could just be coincidental.
They just really liked the idea of the song, so they were just like, we'll think about maybe adding the succubus later, but for now, I think we're good with just having this song with this little jingle.
Well, the film was originally supposed to be called, like, I think, Sorority Succubus Girls or something like that. Sorority Succubus Sisters. That's what it was originally supposed to be called. Forgot changed to Nightmare Sisters, which rolls off the tongue more.
It flows a lot better than Sorority Succubus Sisters, but I like that name a lot more.
Yeah, but then we get introduced to our three titular sisters. You get Linnea Quigley. She has buck teeth and is not wearing any makeup, so so she's a nerd, and she can't sing or play the piano.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, really bad at the piano and really off-pitch singing. And then nerd and other nerd.
Yeah, you get Brink Stevens of not Roller Gator, Replicator. I'm pretty sure she's in Replicator. You have Replicator.
Do you want me to fact check that?
Yeah, no, I'm fairly confident Brink Stevens is in Replicator. She gets transformed. Yeah, there it is, Replicator. She's in that film. I was right, as I always am. I've never been wrong ever. But yes. Anyway, she is a Replicator. She's also a nerd, you see, because she wears glasses. And she likes to collect random junks from thrift stores and stuff. Yeah, antiques. Like the totally based in epic skull mug that she just has. Huh, I don't see these around anymore.
She got some nice bags in there. Ooh.
And then
we'll have to wait and find out.
And then we have our final nerd, Michelle Barr, who, is fat because she eats food a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's in Puppet Master 3. That's fucking awesome. Oh, shit, she's in Red Lips? I didn't know that. Oh, she was also in Dr. Alien, though. That's the main thing. Oh, and she was in Ginger Dead Man 2. I'm just checking out, what films was she in that we've covered? And it's Dr. Alien, Ginger Dead Man 2, and I think those are the main ones. Oh, and she was also in American Rampage as a pool girl.
Huh.
And I think that is everything she's been in that we've talked about at this point. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there is?
Oh.
Oh, I thought there was actually more.
It's not like you said you saw more, and then I was like, wait, guys.
Maybe it'd be easier if I just set this to films I've watched. Let's see. She was in Ginger Dead Man 2, Dr. Alien, and American Rampage. Those are the three other films that she was in that we've talked about.
Okay.
Might as well check out the other two. What other Linnea Quigley and what else Brink Stevens was in that we've actually already discussed? Let's see. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, but that was part of the archive footage. Creepazoids, already the previously mentioned Dr. Alien. She was in The Killer Eye, but it's archive footage. She was in Beach Base from Beyond. Bigfoot vs. D.B. Cooper. And also American Rampage. And Brink Stevens, who was in the least amount of things that we've covered, is just Replicator. So we might have to fix that. We might have to do more Brink Stevens films in this year. This will be the second half of 2026 is the year of Brink Stevens. I'm calling it right now. But more importantly, they are all loser nerds, and they can never become hot. It's not gonna happen, guys. They're just gonna be nerdy forever.
It will never.
They will never have boyfriends. That's their big thing. They want boyfriends. And all the other fraternity sisters are out and about around the house right now. But they come up with a plan. They're going to call this fraternity to get like some of the girl, like because Linnea quickly has a crush on one of the boys. Kevin is his name, and she's gonna call him and get his friends to come over for a nice small little party where they can kind of do their own thing.
Yep. Just a
And
nice little get together, 6 people. Nothing, no harm, no foul.
yeah, exactly. No harm, no foul. Victim is crime,
Just
baby.
a couple of friends getting together.
Just hanging out, hanging out,
You know,
hanging out with my family, having ourselves a
having ourselves a
party.
party.
Just hanging out, hanging out, hanging out with my family, having ourselves a party.
Having ourselves a party.
Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guys get sorted briefly by these 3 senior jock fraternity guys, which I don't remember their names. I just remember there's guy with mustache, there's the leader who has the classic evil villain, college villain frat dude, wraparound sweater around neck.
Oh, yeah. He's like getting ready to go on his yacht, you know? Or,
Yeah.
sorry, his parents' yacht.
Oh, my parents own this yacht that I'm about to go on. Oh. You have the mustache guy who's like the
Summer
country.
yacht. We're going up to the Hamptons this summer again.
The Hamptons again to one of our 3 vacation homes. Why can't Mummy and Daddy let us go to the Bahamas this year?
It's so hard being me.
Oh, it's so difficult. No one can understand suffering like me. Then there's the varsity guy, and then there's mustache guy, and those are like the main 3. And they're just like, because of the rules in the rule book, you can't actually go to the sorority house because we're cooler than you, and you're dumb.
And you're losers.
Yeah, you're a bunch of fucking losers.
Do you actually want to be frat bros? Because it looks like you're only just here to just get the free housing, you know? And that's kind of cringe, bro.
They're just like, don't worry, we're
here for the free housing too, but we're here also for the frat.
They're like, oh, don't worry, guys, we'll just sneak out. And it's not like they're gonna go out the door. Oh, by the way, we're gonna be outside your door guarding you the entire night. Suckers, haha, losers.
And this, here's this L for you to hold.
Yeah, here, hold this big L up so you know your status in this sorority. I mean, this fraternity. What?
The fraternity L.
But don't worry, they do manage to get to meet up with the girls after pulling a epic prank where they're just like, telegram, pause. Sorry we're late. Caught the flu. We'll come over when we're done of puking and shitting everywhere. Psych, lol, JK, we're here, bitches. Woo!
We were right outside your door. We just wanted to pull a prank.
Epic a prank. What's a totally epic prank they could have pulled on them?
We're not here, psych, we are.
Haha. Next epic prank is I kidnap you and I drive you out in the middle of nowhere and put a gun to your head. And then I go, psych, it's just a prank. You got pranked, dude.
It's just a prank, get over it.
It's just a prank, bro.
I was actually not gonna kill you. I just wanted to do a prank.
I just wanted to do this funny prank. Now, can you sign this, like, NDA saying that you won't sue me for doing this?
Yeah, please. I can't deal with the lawsuits right now.
But yeah, they have their little party. It's a little lame. The nerdy guy is not having fun with, Brink Stevens, that's the one. Because she's a loser nerd that just talks a lot. But Kevin gets along with Lena quickly. And the other guy he's with, has a good time with Michelle Bauer, talking about how he studied hard in school. And then, you know what happened next? What? Oh, my dad died. My old man died. Oh.
Huh. Oh. Sorry about that.
Oh, major bummer, dude.
That, like, sucks.
They play Twister, where they all get crushed by Michelle Bauer because she's fat.
Yeah, she's fat and just likes to eat a lot.
Yeah, so she crushes all of them and they all die. But they come back to life in the next scene. Because if they die, then there wouldn't be any more movie.
Yeah, if they died, there's no more movies, so.
And that's where it leads to the important scene where they become the titular Nightmare Sisters. They do their sales. She's like, hey, let's go call up my stepdad to see if he still wants me to go to military school. And they end up summering the racist guy. He's like, hello, it is me. Your connection is dangerous.
I'm trapped in the crystal ball.
I'm trapped in the crystal ball, and you must send me. Hello, it is me. I am a Nigerian prince, and I'm trapped in the crystal ball. Please send me $10,000 in bonds, and I will reward you with $100,000 if you touch the crystal ball. Please buy 100 Amazon gift cards and tell me the code while touching the crystal ball to free me.
Yeah, this will truly work 100%. This is totally not fake or anything.
Unfortunately, it turns out, I can't believe it, but it was a scam the whole time. And unfortunately, this means Linnea Quigley, Brinke Stevens, and Michelle Bauer have all been made hot. The horror. They are hot and they're sexy, and that's just terrible. You hate to see it.
A true travesty, you know?
And to make matters worse, the senior fraternity dudes, they realize that they snuck out of the house, and now they're going to the fraternity, the sorority. Fuck. God damn it. Just call yourselves one thing, okay? I don't care if you want to have a specific gender term. Just fucking be a complete sorority, or be a complete fraternity. Stop making up new words.
No.
Fuck.
They gotta be multiple.
But yeah, this is where this is the scene where it's like, okay, to sell this movie, we're gonna have to make it really hot and spicy. So you three go take a bubble bath, dress sexy, and then we'll figure out how the rest of the movie from there.
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
Yeah, there's one thing
Big plus, like the longest bubble bath scene with that one song playing on loop.
Yeah. Well, there is exposition. At least it's like we can't trust them. Something happened to them, and that was bad.
Did you notice that they got like hot?
They got hot, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, I cannot believe they decided to just get hot out of nowhere. You know, I'm kind of upset, bruh.
I wanted to have sex with Linnea Quigley, but I don't want to have her sex like this. I wanted ugly Linnea Quigley to have sex with.
Exactly.
Kevin be like, I only care about her personality.
Everyone else is just like, yeah, bro, you're kind of like a chud.
You're kind of harshing my vibe, bro, and I don't like that. But, you know, Brinke Stevens steals the nerdy guy and forces him to hide and seek. Michelle Bauer steals the other guy to a fucking jungle hellscape that she just has in the sorority, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like her room, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, Linnea Quigley gets Kevin, but the sorority, the evil fraternity dudes show up, and they're just like, wow, those are some hot babes, sororities babes.
Where do they come from?
They must be new.
They gotta be new, you know?
And their grand plan is you just capture the guys, and then so they can have sex with the girls, which turns out to be a terrible, terrible idea, because they just bite their dicks off.
Yeah, they really thought with their dicks in that situation and not their brains.
They thought with their dick. But then again,
who was going to know that they were actually succubi? And turns out they did. Turns out they were succubi, and then they got their dicks bit off.
Just, you know, I like the scene when Brinke Stevens just like, where are you? I don't want to play anymore. And then she takes a big bite out of the lollipop with her back turned. I liked that scene. That scene is certified Ninjedi good.
Certified banger.
Certified classic. They get their dick spin off. Fucking the main evil guy gets whipped and brutally tortured by all three of the girls. He's like, don't you guys get tired of this? I just want to go to my summer home in Cancun. But my parents won't let me take the yacht there. It's so unfair. My parents won't let me
because I disrespected our family waiter. And I said one mean thing about the butler.
It's just so unfair because they wanted to cut me out of my college fund, so I had to take tanning pills to make myself black to get a scholarship. That was a Soul Man reference for people who don't remember that episode.
That also 80s classic.
Mom, Dad, I'm black.
I'm black.
But you know what? They figure out a solution After, of course, all the frat bros are dead. Of course, they go, oh wait a minute, hey look,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
free exorcist guy in the yellow book we can just call up.
Huh.
It,
Problem
yeah,
solved.
they call him up. It shows up. It's a fucking nerd. But what a better way to defeat a bunch of hot succubus ladies than with a nerdy guy?
Yeah, because two nerds and two groups of nerds and one group of hot people balances out. Duh.
There were more nerds
Everyone
than
knows
hot
that.
women, so that's where all the power comes from.
Very true.
And he's just like, yo, bitch, succubus, get the fuck out, okay? And then, boom, boop, blam, there it is. It's the succubus, this evil creature, voiced by the assistant producer and scriptwriter. He's just like, I will fucking kill you by sucking your dicks, and you're gonna fucking like it. You know, they exorcise the succubus, they throw a bag of herbs, which doesn't work. And then he's just like, oh, actually, you can just throw the crystal ball and break it, and then that will just defeat it, and then, you know, you're good and done.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. They
Crisis
released the
averted.
Demon, Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens, and Michelle Bauer all remain hot.
Yep.
The priest guy, who was the original Exorcist guy, that's his thing, is like, I was the one that did the Exorcist, but they didn't pay me any royalties because they suck.
Those bastards.
Yeah, those assholes. And then, he's just like, sorry guys, I can't stay around because I got a bunch of vampires I gotta kill tomorrow.
Yeah, I got some other stuff to do, so it's just a little inconvenient for me right now.
Yeah, apparently there's this girl and her stepbrother is a vampire?
Oh, what?
Like, dude, no fucking way.
Dude, bro, what? Wow.
Dude, no way. But yeah, everything works out except those three frat bros that they're still dead. They didn't come back. They're just dead forever.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck them. They were gonna try to make one of the guys pee their pants with the water trick, water in handed water trick in their sleep. So yeah, they were pure evil. They deserve to die.
Yeah, fuck them and fuck their rich, pampered, privileged lives.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't know. I like this film. I didn't do as much as my first watch. I just think enough time has passed where I've seen a lot of things do what Nightmare Sisters have done better. But I still enjoyed it. I don't know. It's a lot more silly, and I kind of appreciate it. And while it does kind of meander, I think it kind of has a purpose to its meandering. You know, we're setting up the girls, you're setting up the guys, the build up to them becoming hot, the 20-minute montage of them being hot in the bathtub. You know, you need that. That's crucial plot. That's necessary. And, you know, people die. They have their dicks bit off and they die. That's based.
They do have their dicks bit off.
This is a very woman empowering film because they bit off the dick of those guys.
Exactly.
It's a very deep religious subtext too, because the priest wins through the power of not being horny. They manage to defeat it through chastity and true love over and God and Jesus. Then the throws on harlot of pride and lust, defeating the evil sins. Very deep.
The real. Yes, exactly. Like, the real Nightmare Sisters was the friends we made along the way.
Yep. And then they all went to play Twister. And then, don't you forget about me. Don't you. You know, that plays over the credits, as they all do in the 80s.
All the time, definitely.
Every day, all the time, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what did you think of Nightmare Sisters? I feel like we didn't actually get much into our thoughts onto it.
For the most part, I thought it was all right. I have a problem with his movies where they kind of meander way too much and, like, there's just a lot of nothing going on. What seems like to me is nothing going on. And then, yeah, like I said, like the beginning, it has, like, an interesting final, like, 5 to 10 minutes, which I did really like. and I really enjoyed how the succubus looked. But good lord, there is a lot of just downtime before, which I mean, at times it was okay because it was like, yay, we get some party stuff and some conversation and all that, and then it just kind of delved into all of the classic David DeCoteau 80s nudity with tits all over the place, and then just a 10-minute long bubble bath scene with that one song, the suck on my chimney, boom 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 boom
Yeah, that
boom boom
iconic
boom
song.
boom.
You liked that suck on my chimney
I mean,
part, didn't you?
I did. It was truly a banger, but also at the same time went on too long, which is the main problem. But hey, you win some, you lose some. But it's still one of his better movies within his filmography.
Yeah, like I said, I already said I like it. I enjoy it. It's not the best DeCoteau film we've talked about on the podcast, but I liked it a
It's
lot.
not his worst though.
Yeah, it's not his worst. I mean, come on, you get 3 hot babes in it. I mean, that's a pretty decent ratio. You get 3
Yeah,
hot
I do
babes, you get
respect
some
it.
cool ass lighting, you get, other
Yep.
things in it. Oh yeah, the Creepazoids poster. There was a Creepazoids poster. Did you see it?
Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. I wrote that down in my notes. I was like, Creepazoids poster.
That was very cool. There's also a Confederate flag there, but I'm assuming that belonged to the mustache
Okay,
guy because he was probably racist.
that's what I thought that was. I was like, wait a second, was that a Confederate flag? And I was like, yep, it sure was.
My guess it was the mustache frat bros guy because he's probably
It was
racist, and
gonna be
that's why
one of
there's
the,
no
like,
black guys at the
douchey
fraternity.
frat bros, most likely.
Yeah, it's probably one of those racist, and that's why there's no black people in the fraternity. That's my theory. What I'm saying is I need a Nightmare Sisters 2, and I need this to be explained to me. What's that flag story?
Yeah, what is up with that flag, man? What's your bag, sir?
Exactly. Also, which one of the 3 Nightmare Sisters would you want to hook up and then get your dick bitten off by?
Ooh, I gotta think about what they got. Maybe Linnea Quigley? Is that like an easy cop-out answer, or?
I mean, no, if you prefer. I mean, she was in the maid outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, your choice is sweet and innocent, Amazonian, or maid. That's your 3 options, pretty much.
Yeah, it would be first the maid, then the Amazonian. Get that sweet and innocent, like, I don't know, I don't like the whole lolly thing.
Okay.
I don't like lollies.
Okay. It's because of anime. It's anime. It was anime's fault, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, but I'd also probably choose Linnea Quigley, who forget the iconic line when Big Steven walks in and says, "I lost mine," and then Linnea Quigley goes, "I didn't lose mine," as she's dusting off all the remains of the frat bro off the remains of his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anything else you want to add?
It's weird because, like, I feel like I wrote a solid amount down in each of these, but there still wasn't much going on in each movie that I'm like, there isn't a lot that, there is, like, to talk about at the same time. So
I have a feeling it will be a bit of a running theme for every film we're going to be discussing today. But if we're done with Nightmare Sisters, we can move on to the next film, which I'm going to let you describe, because I feel like a bit of you was really excited watching this one and seeing one certain person show up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Murder Weapon.
Yeah, Murder Weapon.
Sorry. I was thinking about Deadly Embrace, because I was thinking about the order that I watched it in, because I watched Nightmare Sisters Tuesday, and then I did, Deadly Embrace and then Murder Weapon. But yeah, I can do Murder Weapon.
Yeah, sure, yeah, go. Describe Murder Weapon.
Yeah, so Murder Weapon, one of the 2 movies that David DeCoteau directed in 1989. I'm not sure if you saw it in your credits, but it had him credited as Ellen Cabot as the director.
Yeah, no, I saw that. It's in the Vinegar
Okay.
version. They didn't edit that or anything.
Okay. This was truly the 80s version of what Mary Crawford was almost. Just going under an alias. even though he was credited as like the producer. So, okay, David, whatever.
Listen, don't get mad at how an auteur does things, okay? Let the man make the craft how he wants to.
Let him craft the films he wants,
Let
even
him
if it
cook.
includes taking an alias.
Let him
All right.
cook.
Let him cook. All right. All right. So, Murder Weapon. Linnea Quigley is back as Dawn, and she and her friend Amy are daughters of mobsters.
Yeah, like mob
And
bosses.
they were both in like the hospital. It's in like a mental institute, I guess, and they have some troubled pasts. And they eventually do get out at one point. So they're out, and both of them promise that whoever was the second to get out, so like, once one of them got out, whoever got out next, they would plan a party for. And eventually it turned out to be Amy. So she and Dawn, they take some time and make a party out for at, I think it's Amy's dad's house it's supposed to be. So like they're hanging by the pool. They're bringing some of their old boyfriends by. And one of them turns out to be Eric Freeman from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 as Ricky.
I knew you would get a kick out of that.
And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I actually did a double take when that happened. I was like, wait a second, is that him?
A surprise, but a welcome one.
Oh, yes, it was a for sure welcome surprise. I will always be okay with that. But yeah, he's one of the ex-boyfriends, and a couple of other ones show up, and then they start being taken out one by one during the party. So, what did you think about this one, Ninja Knight? I'm assuming you saw this previously, and this is
my second. I've seen
time rewatching
all
this?
of these films before.
Okay.
This one's weaker than I remember. I feel like I'll admit, I think all the films were weaker on a rewatch for me. I still enjoyed it. Definitely the kills are the big highlight to it. But like I forgot how kind of long it took to get to it. Like how long it really gets the plot to actually start rolling. Like I think at least with Nightmare Sisters, I don't think it really took that long to get these characters established and their motivations and all that. This is just like, okay, people are kind of trickling into the point where here is everyone. And now we can start doing all the killing and stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that, but I don't know why. This one didn't bother me as much with like its pacing, but I did kind of like once it got to the killing started, I was like, oh, hell yeah, here we go. Get some gruesome deaths, some great ways that people are getting killed and prosthetic makeup work. I'm all for this. So you get your David DeCoteau slasher in the bunch, basically. And it's sometimes glorious, but also does take a while to get there.
It takes a bit. You get a setup with Linnea Quigley, and she's kind of a bitch. And she's threatening this doctor, saying, I know you want to fucking suck off all your hot girl patients, and you're going to sign me out of here so I can get out of here and do my own thing.
And the bribe seemed to work.
He's just like, okay, I guess, but I want you to suck me off before you go. She's like, okay.
Hit one little kissy. I get to deal with a lot of dumb patients, and you're going to be gone, so I need to taste those sweet, succulent lips one more time.
Linnea Quigley, you are the hottest person here, and if you go, then, like...
You are my hottest patient.
If you go, then what? Then I will be really sad. She's like, okay, fine, I'll give you one quickie, but then I'm out of here, okay?
One quick sucky, that's it.
A little quick spit and yoink, and then I'm out of here.
And that's final.
Yeah.
And then you're never going to see me again.
Yeah, definitely. You're never going to see me ever again after this.
Trust me.
Yeah, trust. Also, new person in the mix, Karen Russell. For a second, I was assuming it was was also like Michelle Bauer, but no. And she was also in Dr. Alien and American Rampage. As just minor background characters, but still, lore.
But she is in it, so...
Yeah, she's still in it, so it counts.
It does count.
Yeah, but they're just like, yeah, let's chill out. Your parents are in Mexico committing crimes against humanity, against the Mexican people,
Yeah,
and we
they're
could.
committing human rights violations. That's like
That is kind of badass.
cool.
And now we can chill out of this house all by ourselves. Let's invite all our exes over.
Yeah, let's bring them all over and just them, no one else.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot Amy. Her whole thing is that she likes bad boys because bad boys are terrible, and that
Yeah, bad
makes her
boys are
attracted to
terrible.
them.
They treat her bad. They like smack her and all that.
But
And
that's
she's
kind of
like,
hot.
I like that. It's hot, okay? Judge me all you want, but I prefer it that way.
Yeah, you have like 3 or 4 different guys. I know you got the guy from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. You got
Yep.
the dude with his car. He's just like, oh yeah, she fucking torched my car, and that made me really mad. So we broke up after that. She torched my car while I was in it, and I was mad that she burned my car. So we had to break up at that point. I was willing to die, but my car, that crosses a line. That's too far.
That's too much.
And then basically
Because of it.
surprise to have a party.
And that too, yeah. But who cares? Yeah, party time. That's all that matters.
It always
Parties.
circles back to parties.
Always parties, all the time, all the drinking that you can have, all of the implied sex and nudity and drinking games.
They're just like, let's
Just
play
all
golf, but
of
with
it.
drinking. Also, don't forget to note that's just some random guy on a motorcycle just shows up.
Yeah, that guy shows up. He's like a heavy metal singer for like the Chainsaws, I think is what he said the band was called.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, we do very hardcore stuff, and we also get to bang a lot of roadies, bro.
Hey, yo, bro, we're
It's,
fucking doing
pretty
so much
cool.
stuff.
Pretty epic.
And then the murders start. And those murders were pretty...
Those murders were awesome.
Yeah, fucking, you got a guy gets beaten over the head with a hammer until he's just a punch of pulp.
Yep, you get the bottle into some guy's neck.
And it's like...
Trying to think of what other one. I mean, one's just like a gun kill, but it was kind of like a head explosion almost.
Ironically, the Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 guy got killed. He got his garbage day.
Yeah, he did get his garbage day moment.
The killer went garbage day, and then fucking blasted his head off.
Bingo! Truly amazing. The finest of cinema. I swear, there was like another kill that was like kind of cool, but I forgot what it was.
The one where the killer gets set on fire and shot a lot.
Okay, that was kind of fun.
That was so fucking funny, because you think, oh, she's on fire, and they're like, then I started blasting, pow, pow.
Because, yeah, it was like, Amy was pouring gasoline on the killer, but then, like, a couple bullets, and then, oh, yeah, it's set on fire.
And they just started hailing down bullets on
Unless
that
they had
killer.
flame bullets.
It's like
Maybe
Left 4
that was the
Dead.
case.
They got the incendiary ammo.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Had some upgraded ammo.
Very epic kill. Very epic kills. That's all we need. I don't think there's any other kills. I think it's just those main 3. And then
Yeah, that might have actually just been it. Now come to think about it.
do you think they were trying to do like a murder mystery, kind of like, oh, is it Amy or is it Linnea Quigley that's being the murderer, or is it this new guy that just showed up?
I think they were trying to imply. It seemed like that was implied.
I think they
But
did
they were
a bad
trying to
job
make it-
because it was very clear that Amy and the mystery dude was having a lot of sex during that whole thing.
Yeah, and then it was just like process of elimination at that point. So you can kind of figure it out from there. Yeah. Oh, and also before I forget, did you like when some of the guys started watching Nightmare Sisters?
Oh yes, that was very epic. Of course I loved that. Are you crazy? Make it
And
sound
of
like I
course, the
wasn't
scene that
hyped for
shows
that
the
shit.
bubble bath scene.
I
It's like,
literally
yeah, I've seen
stood
this
up and
about
clapped.
16 times, bro. I am very based when it comes to my taste in film.
I stood up and I clapped. I love it when David DeCoteau films show up in David DeCoteau movies. Very deep meta
own
that you're not going to
movies.
get in anything else.
It's like the kind of meta commentary that Abbas Kiarostami wished he could do.
This is all part of the DeCoteau verse that you just have to understand.
It's a very high IQ type of understanding.
Yeah, I can't believe Marvel stole this from David DeCoteau.
Everyone's stealing from David DeCoteau at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. But David DeCoteau is considered the father of cinema.
One of the actual pioneers of the blockbuster in New Hollywood, in the new age of Hollywood.
Yeah,
Obviously.
You don't see David DeCoteau turning to AI for his films. So, who's the real Scorsese 0, DeCoteau 1, am I right?
DeCoteau does have an edge, is edging there. So pretty based.
Very epic. Yeah, but there's just a lot of really gruesome, awesome kills. Like, this is a film that I'd feel like would end up on, like, Dead Meat at one point, because there's some good kills in there.
Oh, yeah.
Also has probably...
I know there is somewhere to send, like, requests, so maybe I should send something and be like, yes, Murder Weapon, 1989. And also Eric Freeman from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2's in this, so...
Yeah, so there's connections. Also, there is, like, one of the greatest bloopers I think I've ever seen that made it into a film. That, like, I don't even know how it made it like that. They might explain it. But it's the scene where he runs in with the gun when they're searching the house. And then you just see one of the guys off to the side, like, drinking a beer with a radio.
Yep.
That is just, like, awesome. Like, there's a set, because first there's a scene where you see the main guy as the guy in the leather jacket comes down, and you can see the other guy that's about to run up a bit in frame, and he has to step back real quick before he goes in. But then we just see just one of the fucking set hands just there, standing with a light. Like, I'm thinking what it might have been was they shot this in, like, 6:9, but they assumed it would be shown in, like, 4:3. That's my guess, so it wouldn't have been an issue, but it ended up getting released on 6:9 anyway. That's my guess on what fucking happened there.
Which I will always respect when they have those little goofs in there. It just makes it more charming.
It shows us that even the
fun.
greatest directors of our times are capable of making mistakes. And if they can make mistakes, that means it's okay when we make mistakes.
That they're human.
Exactly. He is not a god. He is just a man doing the best he can, and I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, the killer's Linnea Quigley. Spoiler alert. She was the killer.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we were also, like, we were... Just like the movie, we kind of implied it, again, by process of elimination, because, yeah, obviously Amy and the heavy metal dude were kind of messing around a lot, and then you kind of hear her screaming at the end after she's on fire, so pretty fun.
Who would have guessed that Linnea Quigley was crazy in this movie? I didn't see it coming.
No! What? No! Impossible.
What? No.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But yeah, fun kills. It just takes a while to get to that point. They really needed to space it out. Also, I don't know why. I just think the shot of the guy walking in the backyard with the pool, and there's just like 2 stained glass windows of like Jesus or something. Really funny for some reason.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, very, very cool. It's fun. I like it, you know. Even if it takes a while, it gets on my nerves a little bit how long it takes to get to it. I still think we got some very cool and epic kills.
That's like the only thing that's really worth it.
Yeah, you get some cool kills, hot babes, and a guy drinking a beer in one of the shots when he's not supposed to, probably, and Nightmare Sisters on the TV. Also, I watched this on Blu-ray quality as well. Cole didn't.
You suck on my chimney.
Yeah, how did you watch this anyway? I'm curious. This and Deadly Embrace, because I never gave you the Blu-ray for it.
Yeah, I found it on one of my usual movie sites.
On one of your pirate ships that you own.
Luckily, and it was... Tom, what was that?
On one of your pirate ships.
My warm tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of worried because they didn't really show anywhere that was like it was around. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. There was actually some good, nice quality copies. All for you, David.
Yeah, only for you, David. Only for you. Anyways, anything else left to say about Murder Weapon?
No, not too much. Only other nitpick I have that's like minor is there was some weird sound mixing at points where the music would overpower the dialogue, and I was like, thank goodness there were subtitles I had, or else I wouldn't have figured out what some people were saying. So I was like, thank the Lord. And that's like about it. Everything else perfect except for that little sound mixing fluke. But only the best from David.
All right. Well, I guess the only thing left to say is that not only do I, because this is a 2-pack, Vinegar released a 2-pack that had Murder Weapon and Deadly Embrace on it, and yes, I do own 2 copies to represent each film with a slipcover, of course.
Cool.
Yeah, I know, I'm pretty fucking awesome like that. But if we're done with Murder Weapon, we can move on to the final film in the trilogy, 1989's Deadly Embrace. This is about
the third Linnea Quigley movie.
Yeah, the third one. It's Evan Weiss. He's getting interrogated by a detective over a murder he did not commit, where he learned he was just a college guy getting hired to help out at a rich person's mansion, and the dude's wife finds him hot, and everything falls apart from there. And Linnea Quigley is his girlfriend. Cole, what'd you think of Deadly Embrace?
Honestly, this one to me was kind of the most boring, which is weird. But I thought the murder mystery was like, it had like that weird mix of, it's trying to be like this, oh, take us back to that time during the the events building up to the eventual double murder, and then you're just trying to figure out, oh, who were the 2 people that were murdered, and where is this gonna go, and is he actually gonna be innocent? And then the guy's just like, oh yeah, oh wait, I don't want to spoil exactly what the verdict of Chris's case was, but you know, it's like it's there, and then it just kind of abruptly ends. And then you also just have, wait, no, I take that back. Murder Weapon abruptly ended. Deadly Embrace just had kind of an unsatisfying ending that almost felt like it was leading up to a sequel, kind of. Because obviously at the end he's talking about, oh yeah, you know, trust me. I mean, I know I'm telling the truth, but Linnea Quigley will come back and she will definitely finish what I started in talking about this story, you know? Okay?
I mean, you know, maybe.
You just gotta trust me that she's gonna come back.
She might. We don't know that. She might come back.
She might. Who knows? It just depends what happens, what she feels like.
Yeah, basically, it's as I explained, you know, he's just a guy. He's like helping out around the mansion. He ends up meeting the wife of the guy he's hired because he's off doing business, so he's there. And naturally,
he's doing real estate business.
Yeah, he's doing business. And she finds him hot and basically wants to fuck him. And but you know, he has a girlfriend, Linnea Quigley, and you know, why would he want to cheat against Linnea Quigley? That is fucking stupid. Linnea Quigley is so hot.
Yeah, no doofus would ever decide to cheat on Linnea Quigley, obviously. Dumbass.
Yeah, idiot.
You would be truly a dumbass if you did.
Yeah, if you did that, then you deserve to be framed for murder and get arrested for your crimes. Meanwhile, while this is happening, the rich guy is cheating on his wife with a woman, and he's just like, I need to get this redwood deal done and also get a divorce and like ruin everything. But I have to like ruin my wife's life, and I have to find a way to not have to give her like half of everything.
Yeah, which also led me to go, if you don't want her to get half, wouldn't you want to like frame a murder or something, or like consider it a suicide? Who knows? But it never gets to that for him. He never seems to come up with that conclusion, and I don't know why that disappoints me.
I don't know. The weird thing is, this is, I would say, the most serious one. This is the one that takes itself the most seriously
Yeah,
in
it
comparison.
definitely has like the least, more serious tone, as to the other two kind of had like a little bit more of a, even if there is like a succubi involved in murder, like our previous two had like a more campy vibe to it. This one does like try to almost be like a real life situation going on. So you got that.
Yeah. That happened. Everything is good. Eventually, though, he does cheat on Linnea quickly with the wife, who, by the way, just to note, is secretly recording him on a videotape.
She has videotape of it, which comes into play later.
Yeah. And also, he has these weird fantasies of Linnea Quigley naked, that with weird flashing lights that may or may not give you epilepsy if you have it, an epileptic seizure if you have epilepsy. So just a heads up if you want to watch Deadly Embrace, watch out for that.
Yeah, just keep your eyes closed during that part. That's all I would say.
Yeah, it's a fairly straightforward film. It feels like you know what's weird? It's like a TV show episode. Like this would be a standalone like 30-minute like episode of a TV show. Like you can cut it down if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you definitely could. Maybe like 45 minutes at the most, but I feel like you're still kind of pushing it there.
Yeah, like an hour special.
Yeah, do like one of those murder mystery TV shows from the 80s, and you're just kind of trying to get the rundown of what happened and getting the main perspective of the main guy, which is fun for like half an hour. It gets there, and then it just kind of dies down a little bit again before like the final 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're just like, oh, that's where we go. All right, David, we get more murder, but different kind of murder.
Yeah, this is more of a tragic murder than like fun murder.
Yeah, because it turns out that the guy that Charlotte's married to is kind of a scumbag in many ways, more than one.
He's just like, I just want to chop down all the redwoods in California.
Fucking trees, because who just cares about trees, dude?
Trees aren't even real, so I don't know why they're so adamant about it.
What? I want that goddamn permit. That's it. But stupid hippies getting in the way. So I'm gonna buy these trees from the governor, and then I'll prove to them that they don't exist. Genius plan.
Yeah, and ironically, he's just like, my plan to make sure my wife doesn't get my assets is I'm going to get our handyman here to hook up with him. Oh no, he won't do that because he's dating Linnea Quigley, and meanwhile, he's already fucking his wife.
Yeah, maybe if we get like recording of it, who knows?
And eventually, the wife's just like, okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna kidnap Linnea Quigley and hold her hostage because I just want to really fuck this guy so badly. Yeah, because he's just so fucking hot.
I want her out of the picture, and fuck my husband. I want to fuck Chris because he's so much more of a hunk, and he's younger. And I have maybe a hunching suspicion my husband's cheating on me.
He possibly is cheating on me right now.
I mean, obviously we know that he's cheating on her because he has some blonde bimbo wherever that real estate office he has is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of all over the place again, but that's usually how these go.
Yeah, and it's not like there's a lot to say about this.
There isn't a lot because, there's like a lot of it that's involved is just more of, here he is doing yard work. He'll call Linnea Quigley. They'll talk about their days. And maybe eventually she'll come over. And then he talks to Charlotte because she's lonely and because her husband's a dick. And she just wants company and maybe a little more company eventually. And that's about it until then it gets to the whole, she kidnaps Linnea Quigley and says she got a callback for the job because, again, she just really wants Chris's dick. And then she shoots herself. After fighting with Chris with the gun, she just, shot herself in the chest.
And then she falls out the window and is like, oh, hey, there's my husband. Bam, bam, bam. Kill him, too.
Yeah, bam. She started blasting.
Pow, pow.
Pow. that's where like the whole story for Chris ends, and then eventually the detective that's talking to him just goes, we're gonna hold you here in confinement, and then we gotta wait for Linnea Quigley to give her testimony if she ever decides to come around.
Yeah.
And then Chris obviously just goes, she'll be here. I know she's mad at me for fucking his wife, for that guy's wife, but trust me, she'll come back around.
She'll come back
She loves
around
me
when she
still.
finishes her movie Nightmare Sisters.
Yeah, she's too busy on that right now, so we just gotta wait for that to finish, and then she can give the testimony.
Exactly.
And then it ends with a wonderful cast, and then in the credits it says, a wonderful cast is worth remembering. And it gave me a nice chuckle.
Yeah, because they're right.
Because this cast was truly rememberable and worth remembering and iconic.
Exactly. All those things.
Everything.
And that is... Deadly Embrace. Okay,
Deadly
I figured
Embrace.
it. Anything left to say about Deadly Embrace?
Not really. Again, it's just like one of those where I really want to say more, but I just feel like I would be repeating myself on a lot of points. So,
yeah,
I'll just keep it at that.
All right, well, since now we're officially done with the talking part of the thing, now we can go to picking which film is the better of the three. So,
yes,
Cole, which one of these three did you like the most?
I actually would say my favorite one would be Deadly Murder Weapon.
Are you going to pick Murder Weapon?
It's mostly because of the kills.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be... No, just admit it. You
the
have the
top.
biggest man crush on the guy from Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
It's just for Eric Freeman, actually.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, you got me. It's okay, you can pick your win for any of them.
But I mean, it did really elevate the movie when he showed up. I was like, holy shit.
You got excited. I had a feeling that he's gonna pick Murder Weapon because he shows up and that's gonna get him really hyped. Because I know you're a big fan of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
It's one of my... Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 is one of my favorite movies I've given a 1 out of 10 to.
I mean, maybe you should recommend
only half a movie.
You should recommend more films that he's in then if you love him so much.
I'd have to see what's on. Okay, Murder Weapon.
He has very few credits. Picking? He's in another David DeCoteau film, A Husband for Christmas.
Holy shit. With Vivica A. Fox. Why is she in a lot of these, new... It was interesting. Oh, Eric Roberts is in it.
Yeah, Eric Roberts is in a lot of late DeCoteau stuff.
I mean, he was the voice of a talking cat, so...
Oh, he's in Young Rebels by Amir Shervan?
Nice.
Yeah, he plays drug dealer henchman with shotgun, uncredited.
So we really got to keep eyes open to see where he is.
I'm sure you figure out. He's also in a film called Ghost Rider. Not Rider, Writer.
Writer,
Yeah, he plays guy number 1.
Oh, that helps so much.
His iconic role as guy number 1.
As guy number 1 in Ghost Writer, not Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun. Nothing in... He was in a Tom Hanks movie.
What was his role?
I am looking. Nothing in... The movie's called Nothing in Common. Where are you, Eric? He was orderly pushing Max's wheelchair. And it's uncredited, though.
His iconic role as the elderly pushing...
Alright, but what is your pick for favorite?
My pick is going to be the classic Nightmare Sisters. I would probably, if Murder Weapons didn't take so fucking long to get to the point, I probably could have given it to him. But I still get a lot of mileage out of Nightmare Sisters, even if it wasn't as good as I remembered it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, it's a tie. It's Deadly Embrace. Sorry, you just weren't fun enough.
No, you weren't fun enough. That's a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm assuming for you, Nightmare Sisters is number 2.
Yes, Nightmare Sisters is number 2. And then, obviously, Deadly Embrace is number 3.
Yeah, for me, it's Nightmare Sisters, Murder Weapon, then Deadly Embrace. But there we go. Tie is had. No one wins except Deadly Embrace. Deadly Embrace it wins by default because that's how tiebreakers are figured out now.
Yep.
Lol.
No, the true winner was David DeCoteau.
Yeah, because we watched more of his movies, and that's all I ever really want. The real winner is me, because I got to talk about David DeCoteau more and make you watch more of his films.
Yes, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. But yes, now that we're done with that, now we can move on to question, because we only got one. But that's okay. I'm fine with that. It makes it easier to edit. Less to edit, so that's nice.
Very true.
And this question is from Robert, which is, how do you manage to make one episode every other week for almost 4 years? Yeah, Cole, how do you manage to make one episode every other week for almost 4 years?
I didn't know we were giving, like, life advice, but I guess if I want to... All right, here we go. Let's see. Scheduling your time is very important. That's an important part. Always knowing what's the best... Well, first off, it's really knowing when's the best day to record, let's just say.
Mm-hmm.
So then we can get a ground on where to go next. And then, obviously, it's scheduling out when to watch the movies. And then, obviously, taking the time and making sure that you got enough time to finish everything. And then, obviously, once we get to the day, then we got to figure out when we set up and all that. And we've done pretty good. We only had, one episode not release on the day of because the internet was just, like, being really fucky with you. So, pretty good. And then, obviously, we pushed one to Thursday for 420, obviously, because of Evil Bong.
My main, I guess, and how I manage is basically having a passion for what you talk about, of course. That's a huge thing. If you don't care, you're clearly not going to really have that passion. Having, a good partner / co-host to, help you out, so that way you're just not awkwardly fumbling away. It's great to have a conversation flowing, if we do have a good number of our awkward pauses that I edit out. And a really big thing that really helps people to make an episode every week, if you are the guy that just has to show up and just talk about the movies, and then that way you don't have to do all the editing and everything else, that also probably help you manage to do that. But I do like, we just work well, and, that's the main thing. We did it. We made it this far. And, looking forward to doing another almost 4 years to get to episode 200 and, see if we hate each other by then or not. I mean, I feel like the first 100, I think it's like we're kind of committed to each other now. But by episode 200, we're either going to hate each other or we're married. That's probably what's going to happen.
There's no in between.
There is no in between. It's going to be one or the other. Vote now. Will Cole and Ninja hate each other by episode 200, or will they be married?
We'll open up a betting poll on Kalshi or Polymarket.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's where we got to get the money now. We got to do it on betting polls.
But yeah, that was our one question. So with that, we can move on to recommendations, which technically it's my turn to do a recommendation because last real recommendation I did was a modern, which means I have a retro, unless you're gonna jump in right now.
Nope.
Okay, no, okay. So I had a lot of different thoughts on what to recommend, and I had an idea in mind, and then I forgot by the time we were gonna record this. But then I remembered it's Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Happy Juneteenth,
and
everyone.
And it seems only fitting that I should recommend a film that has an African-American lead to celebrate Juneteenth. And I eventually settled on this one because I've remembered way back in probably like the early episodes I consider recommending this. And what a time to do it than now. So I'm gonna do 1995's Theodore Rex.
We are finally doing it.
Yeah, it is. I thought you were gonna say we are so fucked.
Alan, we are so fucked.
Ninja Jedi, we are so fucked.
All right. And all right, so on to me, and obviously I have the modern pick. So, I did have this movie on mind before you jumped in and did the David DeCoteau trilogy, the classic that we just finished up talking about, and my decision has not changed since. I just thought, we both have this on our watch list, and maybe it's about time we watched this, I guess. I don't know if this exactly is considered a YouTuber movie, but it is a movie based on a YouTube video. So we are doing 2024's I Want to Be Ninja, the movie.
This was one I've considered recommending for a while, actually, but you beat me to the punch, bastard. It's so, if you don't want to get spoiled for Theodore Rex or I Want to Be Ninja, the movie, how about checking out those movies in advance? Also, like and subscribe, that'd be cool. We got a Spotify that's the first 5 episodes on there and a Blue Sky account. But just recently, I decided we also now officially have a Patreon. That's right. After 100 episodes,
we're making steps.
We're making. I decided after 100 episodes, I was like, wait a minute, I can make money off of this. And that's the thing. We have a Patreon. There's no big rewards or anything or anything. I kind of did this the day of for recording this, and Cole didn't even know about it until I told him before we recorded. But it's nothing complicated. I don't need $1 billion. It's just mainly I'm just thinking 100. If we can get $100, it'll just cover the cost of the editing software I use and stuff, and other things, and it'd be a nice little help out with it. If you really enjoy the content, consider going on to the Patreon. We got a $1 tier where you can just put any amount of money you want into that, and then we have the second tier, which is $100, which is basically the goal. And if you do that, and only one person can get the $100 tier, so you'll be really cool. And I don't know, maybe we should have a special reward if we get to $100. If we reach the goal of $100, we will talk about one good movie every month. We'll talk about one Criterion film that we own.
It doesn't exactly be Criterion, but we can go for the critically acclaimed route.
Well, I'm just saying Criterion because we own a lot of Criterions, and we can probably talk about them and stuff. And we'll call it'll be like Criterion Closet, but better, because we spend more than 30 seconds talking about a Criterion. We'll call it Criterion Clutter. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
It's
a work in progress.
The name's a work in progress, but yeah, if we get to $100, that will be our new monthly show we'll do, where we talk about a Criterion movie. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius. Happy Ellen Kovic.
Happy
Covet.
David DeCoteau.
Happy Linnea Quigley.
Happy Nightmare Sisters.
Happy Eric Freeman.
Happy Deadly Embrace.
Day.
Happy Deadly Embrace again.
Happy Murder Weapon.
Yeah, Happy Murder Weapon. Bye-bye.
Bye.